You know, we all think we know the story of Little Red Riding Hood. The girl, the cloak, the wolf. It's a simple story, right? The kind you tell by the fire. But what if that was just the clean version? What if the real story wasn't a fairy tale at all, but a dark, psychological horror about betrayal? Well, that's exactly where we're going today, into a much, much darker version of the woods. So let's start with the one question that just shatters the whole fairy tale. What if the monster, the wolf, was the only one telling the truth? Think about that for a second. It flips everything upside down, doesn't it? Suddenly, you have to wonder who the real monster is. And maybe, just maybe, it's not the one with the big teeth.
Okay, so our story starts in a village called Oakhaven. But forget sunny meadows and happy villagers. This place is different. It's built on secrets, on a dark ritual that's about to come to light.
So try to picture this place, Oakhaven. It's trapped in a valley, see? The pine trees are so tall, so dense, that the sun barely ever touches the ground. Everything is stuck in this constant gloomy twilight. And the air, it doesn't smell like home. It's thick, heavy. You can smell the damp soil, the sharp scent of pine, and something else, fear. It's in the hushed whispers from behind closed doors. You can feel it. The entire village is holding its breath, because the annual offering is here.
And for this ritual, one girl is chosen. They give her a very grand title, the Protector. Sounds nice, right? Wrong. In a place like Oakhaven, words like that get twisted. Protector doesn't mean she's saving anyone. No, it's a death sentence. And this here, the girl's name is Valerie. You can just imagine her mother's hands shaking as she fastens that famous crimson cloak. That color, it's just so loud, so violent against the gray gloom of the village. And the cloak itself, it's heavy. It's not just the weight of the wool, it's the weight of all the girls who wore it before. Because this color, it didn't come from berries. It's dyed with something much, much darker. This isn't clothing, it's a shroud.
And so, Valerie walks. She leaves the village behind and steps into the woods. And this forest, it's not just a bunch of trees. It's alive. It's a place where your mind starts to play tricks on you.
The silence in there, it's deafening. The only sound is a twig snapping under her boot, and it sounds like a gunshot. It's a listening kind of quiet. You get the feeling you're being watched. The trees, they don't just stand straight, they lean in towards the path, their branches like twisted, bony fingers. The whole forest feels like it's holding its breath, just watching her. This isn't a place you just walk through. This is a place that swallows you whole. And then she meets him. But forget everything you know about the big bad wolf. This is something else entirely. No snarling, no drooling jaws. He steps out of the shadows, and he's charming. His voice is calm, intelligent, almost hypnotic. The wolf from the fairy tale, he's just hungry for a meal. But this wolf, he's hungry for something far more dangerous. He's hungry for the truth.
He doesn't ask her, what's in the basket? No, he looks right at her and asks a simple question. Is it love, or is it a debt they are paying with your life? And just like that, everything shatters. That one question, it's like a poison dart. It changes everything. She isn't just a girl on an errand anymore. She's a piece in a game. And the wolf, he's not there to eat her. He's there to open her eyes.
So now the wolf is no longer a predator. He's something else. He's a teacher. And he starts to unravel the lies that have kept Oakhaven wrapped in shadows for generations.
He reveals the true meaning of the Protector, and it's horrifying. Valerie, you see, she's not the first. She's just the latest in a long, long line. As they walk, it's like the ghosts of the other girls are right there, standing between the trees, all wearing that same crimson cloak. She realizes she's not on a path to Grandma's house, she's on an assembly line, headed for slaughter. And the truths just keep coming, one after another, each one hitting harder than the last. The village elders she's supposed to trust, they're corrupt. They made this sick deal ages ago. The offering in her basket, that's not the real offering. She is. The wolf, he was once one of them, exiled for trying to expose it all. And the final blow, the one that freezes the blood in her veins, her grandmother hasn't been in that cottage for years. She's been gone.
Which brings us to the cottage, the end of the path. But this isn't a cozy little house. It's a stage, it's an altar, and the final confrontation is about to begin. Not a fight with claws and teeth, but a war for Valerie's very soul.
The place is a wreck.
It's rotting, literally being swallowed by the forest. Twisted black thorns climb the walls like diseased veins. The windows are just dark, empty sockets staring out. Forget the fairy tale. This is a tomb, a place where the village sends its daughters to die.
Valerie steps inside. The air is freezing and it stinks of rot and dust. There's a shape in the bed, under the covers, and she says it, the line we all know. But it's not a question anymore. It's an accusation. What big eyes you have.
And the voice from the bed replies, calm and clear. All the better to see the sins of Oakhaven. See? His eyes aren't for looking at her. They're for seeing the truth that she's been lied to about her entire life.
Her voice doesn't even tremble now. She's not afraid anymore. She's angry. She's demanding answers. And what big teeth you have.
And the final answer comes. All the better to tear down the lies you've been told. And that's it. That's his whole purpose. The teeth aren't for eating people. They're for shredding the web of lies the village has been spinning for decades. He's here to destroy a story. Now, this is the moment we all expect the scream, right? The woodcutter bursts in, but none of that happens. Instead, we get the biggest twist of all. Valerie is about to be reborn. Because standing there, staring at the truth of it all, the betrayal, the lies, the sacrifice, Valerie doesn't scream. She laughs. And it's this chilling, wild sound. It's the sound of freedom. It's the sound of every chain that's ever held her, snapping all at once. So what just happened? It's a full-on psychological transformation. First, the realization hits her. I was sent here to die. Then comes the rejection. She completely sheds that identity of the good, obedient little girl. And finally, rebirth. She decides, you want to feed me to a monster? Fine, I'll become something worse. So no, she doesn't kill the wolf. Why would she? He's the only honest person she's ever met. So she joins him. She takes off that crimson cloak, not as a victim, but as a queen. She turns her back on the village that betrayed her and claims the dark, honest woods as her new kingdom, with the wolf right by her side. And that's where the story leaves us, with one last, really uncomfortable question to chew on. When the path you're told to walk, the path of obedience, leads straight to a sacrificial altar, is rebellion the only way to survive? It makes you wonder, doesn't it?